We back with part 2, Heart2Start podcast. Had to take a little break, man. Give y'all two different episodes. Let's jump back into it. We're gonna get back into that. We got distracted. We didn't touch all the way on that Tampa Bay and Seattle. At Seattle, well, I don't remember mentioning Carson. I think Carson, this is a nice game for him.
Yeah, I like that Carson play.
This would be a nice setup. I mean, I wouldn't play him, but I grabbed him just to stash him just in case, because they've been giving Carson crazy touches. Like I hope the young man stay healthy. He's a pretty good player. Actually, I don't. I'm a Niner fan. I don't want to be hurt. You know what I mean? Get banged up a little bit, man. Play all day.
Keep it 100
Yeah, for the fantasy
though. Play out, but I wouldn't play him. You know what I mean? I would just stash him, hoping that one of them players that end up popping late. You know what I mean?
A Lockett for sure. You know, I like Lockett this week.
Yeah, definitely.
I like
both of them.
DK.
Yeah, both of them.
I think been solid and quiet. Solid and quiet. I don't know if you could beat both, but he's been, you know what I mean?
Consistent. Is that consistent?
He's been consistent for sure.
That's what we call that, then.
He been worth the what? He was going in what, third, fourth rounds?
Who's that?
Lockett. Where's he going? Fourth rounds?
I don't know, but his last four, 16, 12, 19, 16. And he really ain't had that big pops that he be having, but he's still getting cool yardage.
Yeah.
He gonna be not. I think them getting Gordon helps Lockett.
Helps everybody.
It helps Lockett.
Yeah.
But they run a lot of 2 wide receiver sets, so I think it definitely hurts DK.
Yeah, I think
Because DK is Gordon is like the DK player.
I don't think it's gonna hurt. I don't think it's gonna hurt DK because he's already been in the system, nigga, since day one. I don't know how long it's gonna take Eddie Kane.
But all DK runs is straight.
No, it ain't all just he runs straight because he's been his last 2 TDs was in the red zone. Come on now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the last 2 TDs was in the red zone. How can you go straight in the red zone and then it's 2 and 4 yard TDs?
Well, obviously, we're not talking about the red zone.
I'm talking about where he scored at though.
I feel you.
All right though. So where you get most of your points at is when you score touchdowns.
Like you told him, you're just mad because he's your player and Gordon's there.
And I'm just telling you by facts that he's talking about running straight, but he scored 2 TDs, nigga. What, a 2 yard and a 4 yard?
He said he running straight. It got nothing to do with the red zone, right? Am I right? No. Okay.
Come on now, facts. Come on now.
DK, you started this week?
Yep, I got
the
it.
last week.
So look,
that's a good start though.
I don't give a fuck what you say. He's there right now. What you talking about, nigga?
He had 3 catches, 13 yards for 2 touchdowns.
Exactly. And how many points was that, though, nigga?
Pull that up. 16.
Exactly.
Solid.
And that sound like a fluke.
Go look. Pull up everything up. Pull up everything up. Pull up everything up.
Last week he had 8.
Pull it up.
Last week he had 8. 4 catches, 53 yards.
WR5.
Against Baltimore, good D. Then he had 10. You know, 4 catches, 69 yards. 5 targets. 13 the week before that against the Rams.
It is what it is.
2.
I mean, the numbers is
2
there.
for 44 in the time.
The numbers is there. The numbers is there. The numbers is there as a flex play, man.
We'll revisit out
That's
fine. That's your pick. That's good.
I like him this week. I said I like him this week.
I ain't mad at you.
Especially versus Tampa.
That's what's happening.
We know what they pass D do. You know what I mean? Nothing. So they got the crazy run game though. That might hurt. I don't know. They Seattle going. They hungry.
Always Wilson.
Seattle can't.
Niggas is
Tampa
chasing.
gonna put up some points too.
Them niggas is chasing, nigga. They can't take their foot off the gas right now. They got to keep their foot on the pedal, my nigga. On my mouth,
they can't
nigga.
lose. That's all I'm gonna say. They can't lose at all.
Seattle.
And that's why getting Gordon, you know why. Like you said, they gotta keep their foot on the pedal. We got some tough games coming up tonight, that is, but it'll be some good tests, and some ones with the defenses, even losing Quan, that's kind of big too. But yeah, I like what Seattle doing. But
we had a lot of players back though on Monday. Yeah, Monday night game.
That's gonna be a nice one.
A lot of guys back.
Tampa, we already really touched on. I got to start Winston this week. He's a toss-up to me. Versus Seattle, I don't know. I haven't started because Golf on the bye.
Godwin and Evans got it.
But like you said, Winston could have a terrible game and they still eat. Yeah. And this would be one of them ones because he's, you know what I mean? I'm hoping he have a good one. I'm playing against Godwin and Evans. You know what I mean? I'm hoping if there is some touchdowns, they go to break. You know what I mean? Or the running back, and they don't go to them. But if they do go to them, I hope, obviously it got to be from Winston, but the yardage
I
right
think
there.
Winston gonna throw the touchdowns. Like I don't think they're gonna run it. So
Yeah,
For sure.
unless they
Maybe
get
though.
down like inside the
Yeah,
5 or
he
something.
can
Like,
run.
yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot of throwing touchdowns. Like even if Winston turns the ball over twice, then but you count sacks.
yeah.
Oh, this is AOB starting.
Count sacks. They gonna get on their bumper. Clowney. They need to get the ball out fast.
We're looking for that solid 15 from Winston this week.
15
Yeah,
would be
24
good.
last week.
I don't want 15 though.
The
I need
over under
24.
is 52 on this one. This
Yeah,
is
this
they
one.
think this
But
is
see,
gonna
that's
be
the
a
thing
nice
with
little
Winston though.
shooting.
He'll have a bad game and still put up
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm
numbers.
saying.
But them
Yeah.
sacks, they do matter.
That's the only thing. He might have a 2-pick game but throw 3 touchdowns and 300 yards. So
He went
if you're in a league where you count sacks -1 like we do, hopefully you could.
I mean, 8, 11, 33,
Yeah,
42,
Russell
15,
don't take too
17,
many sacks
22.
though, bro.
We
Russell,
talking about James
James.
though.
oh,
Talking about
I was
Winston.
just saying, yeah, because Russell know how to get rid of that ball, bro.
Yeah, this looking like one of them at New Orleans 15 points for Jameis. That's
Damn.
15. I hope he get bored though, for sure. But shit, I hope Seattle shut him down, and that's gonna knock out Winston and Goff. But like we said, they have
I
no
don't need Seattle
running
to
game.
shut them down. I need
They have no running game over there.
I
They
need the
can't.
Bucks to win, bro.
You do play.
As a Niner fan, man, fuck them niggas, man. I don't give a fuck what them niggas do. I need them niggas to
Fantasy
lose, bro.
perspective though, Russ going. You like DK, Russ. You was talking about.
Yeah,
So
I do.
obviously you like that they. Put
Yeah,
up
but
some
I still
points
need them niggas to lose, though.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck about no wins, no losses in this shit, my nigga. Fuck you.
Green Bay at Chargers. We was on that before the break. I think this is Aaron Jones, Jamal Williams day.
Yeah. I like Aaron Jones.
I think it's a Melvin Gordon day too, though. I think it's a running game for both teams.
Yeah, I like what I seen from Melvin Gordon last week. I think he might start.
I like Eckler.
getting them.
I like them both.
The whole running attack though, because Keenan ain't been doing that too much as of lately. You know what I mean? They ain't been able to pass protect for Phillip Rivers. You know what I mean? And I think as we get more into the season, that fucking Melvin Gordon is starting to get more into game shape, and he'll start being able to get more and more to where he was last year. You know
I
what
mean, firing the coordinator, I think they're gonna run a lot
Wasn't
more.
Yeah.
But if I'm picking out of them two, I like Eckler this game because they playing Green Bay and their offense is way better. I think there's no way the Chargers are gonna be leading this game.
So you like
Early
Eckler in
year.
the passing game,
Huh?
Eckler in the receiving game or something,
Catching up,
catching,
trying to catch up.
catch up.
You know what I mean?
James White rolls, some shit like that.
But Green Bay's getting ran on though. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
why
Yeah,
I
no,
like.
they
I think
do
that's
that.
gonna be the Chargers' game plan.
Where that game
running
at?
the ball.
At
Green Bay?
Chargers in
Oh.
LA,
Oh yeah, no, that's
They gonna
good
run
which
weather.
is a Packer
Yeah.
home game.
I mean, it ain't gonna be no bad weather. Yeah, Packer home
They
game.
gonna break them
Yeah,
out.
it ain't gonna be no bad weather, so it ain't gonna be like they have to force to run the ball. So you know what I mean? Because it's raining and shit like that. You know what I mean?
So
So
Green Bay's strong point is their secondary. So you ain't gonna try to throw the ball 40 times against Giants.
That's why I think Melvin Gordon, and this is like his 5th game, so it's like he just went through a preseason.
facts.
This is when I think he gonna
He's
turn
ready.
up.
Huh?
He's
ready,
gonna
ready,
turn
ready.
up.
I feel you.
Exactly. It's
I
like
feel
he
you.
went through his preseason. Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm taking the
I can
hits.
see that. I ain't mad at that.
Talk about season on the brink, they're done.
Who, the Chargers?
Yeah, they lose.
How many wins they got? 3?
Nah, they're not done. The
They
Chiefs
got
lose
3
this week. They
and
5-3.
5.
Melvin
They
Gordon
won
playing
game
for
back.
money though.
They one game back in that too.
He's playing for money though. He's about to pick it up. He in his mind, you know, even if
Rivers too. Rivers got like 13 kids. Rivers
Yeah,
got-
I remember.
He's trying to play so many years though. He
I
trying to
remember
play
when
for-
Melvin Gordon had that bad year his first year, and they were saying like he doesn't read the holes right, like he doesn't. And as they incorporated him in the pass game more, that's when his fantasy value was going crazy because he's getting their offense is clicking. He's getting in the red zone. You know, he's getting them touchdowns in the goal line, and he's catching more. But the way they had to use Eckler before him, it's kind of like I don't know. You know what I mean? As far as value goes, you know what I mean. But this game, I kind of agree with y'all with the Melvin Gordon and Eckler because they need him. You know what I mean? They need him. The cornerbacks from Green Bay cornerbacks ain't that nice. What about Cleveland at Denver?
Big Cleveland game.
Cleveland better break the fuck out.
Get
bro.
right game for Cleveland.
If they don't do nothing this game, that boy got to go.
They in Denver.
The coach.
Kitchen, yeah, he gotta go.
He got to go, bro. Nigga, you got your fucking, I don't even know the name of the quarterback over there right now playing. You got all this talent over there, bro. You know,
What's going
What
on?
other game? And you're not even too far out of the playoffs right now, bro.
They
You
got
gotta
action.
put it together. They got action, bro.
That'd be a good
Put it
pick
together,
right
bro.
But it just don't
They got
look
2
right.
wins.
Yeah.
Huh?
2 wins.
So look at their schedule though. Their schedule is tough early, and it's gonna open up.
8-8 is getting in the playoffs in the AFC.
2-5.
8-8's gonna get in the playoffs, bro.
They gotta
9-7 is gonna get in the playoffs in the AFC.
This will be the game against the rookie quarterback. We talked about that a little bit already.
You
We
know,
touched
not
on this
playing.
game actually, but
Drew Lock not playing this game.
no, Brandon Allen. We talked about this game already. Brandon Allen. We was talking about.
He's a
second.
rookie.
I don't know what he is.
He might be
no,
second,
he's third
second,
year. He's third year. Actually.
2017.
Third year. Since we already talked about that, what about that? One of the games of the week I think is New England at Baltimore.
Oh yeah, I like it. I would love to watch that game.
I think
Is
it's
that
on
Sunday
over?
night.
Oh, Sunday night. Oh,
Yeah.
Prime
that's gonna be a
time.
great game.
What's the over under on that?
I got that right here,
I'm
bro.
gonna be honest.
That's
I
a
like
low-scoring
Baltimore
game.
to
Me
upset
too.
them.
I picked
I
Baltimore.
like Baltimore.
I like low scoring game.
And I was comfortable.
45.5. 3 TDs apiece.
Give Harbaugh a little week off. You know what I mean? Get them prep a little bit more against the great. You know what I mean?
Harbaugh's 9-2 after a bye since 2008.
And I'm gonna keep it real.
9 and what?
9-2 after a
Wow.
bye since 2008.
Is Harbaugh?
Harbaugh. So they gonna be ready.
He's ready.
They're gonna be
ready.
ready.
Wow.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
Sunday night. When I picked up Cleveland D, but I had Dallas D versus Giants, right? But I told myself, I'm like, last time I banked on Dallas D, they let me down. Then they lost to the Jets on the parlay. I'm like, they just trash. I don't even want to bank, even though I think they're gonna win, but I don't want to bank on them. I picked Cleveland D, but I kind of wanted to play Baltimore's D, bro. To be honest, versus New England, I kind of wanted to.
I would have. I had them
Like,
a week ago.
DraftKings for sure. I'd say.
But I'm talking about in AOB right now. Looking at this, I wanted the chance. Baltimore at New England. I don't know why. I just, maybe. You know what I mean? Time's still time, but you see James White just popped up on the injury report today. Toe. You know what I mean?
Burkhead back.
Burkhead, he was limited, but he's questioned. He's always questionable.
Yeah, man, he back though, bro. He
Bolden for sure.
Bolden,
Burkhead gonna play, bro.
Sony.
He could do a
You know
little
what I mean? They
bit.
banged up. Just cut Gordon. You know what I mean? This
But
seems
they got
like one of them
Sanu.
games.
He 2 weeks in the system.
Yeah, I like Sanu. Edelman's always, Dorsett. They got enough with time for sure. They got enough with time.
And the cold thing is they don't win one way. Them niggas win multiple different ways. You might hit woo 1 week and then this week and then him this week and woo facts. You know what I mean? So they so up in the air, but look at them, nigga. They 9-0, bro. You know what I mean?
On the flip side.
So look, who you got this week?
For what?
This Baltimore Pats. Who you got? Just for the game, real quick.
I don't give a fuck about wins and
Okay.
losses, bro.
Okay.
Unless it comes to the Niners, bro.
Okay.
Well,
This is
who you
fantasy shit.
thought, but I think on the flip side, this could be one of them games where New England shut Lamar down.
He known for taking out their best player.
How
Their best
are
player.
they against running quarterbacks? I feel like running quarterbacks do well against.
Well, Kaepernick went in motherfucking New England and told they motherfucking I'm just a Niner fan, but I remember
Russ
because I
too.
watched the game.
Russ give
I never seen Russ do it, but I've seen Kaepernick do it.
So quarterbacks that can move give him problems. The Patriots will.
I mean, no one's moving like Lamar, obviously.
Never, for real.
But his worst game
Unless
was
it's Vic.
his worst game was at Pittsburgh. He had 11.
Huh? You like Lamar better than Vic?
As far as the moves go, probably harder to tackle.
He's coached better. If Vic had Harbaugh, you know,
Yeah,
Vic ain't had no hardball.
No, I'm
If-
saying, when
oh,
Vic
yeah,
got to
Harbaugh.
Philly, that's when Vic was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
for sure.
And that was the resurrected Vic, though.
Yeah.
That was the whole another, like, you know what I mean? I want some
Right,
other, but
man.
nigga, Atlanta Vic, though?
He was too raw.
Nigga, I didn't see that nigga. Man, come on.
Hey,
man.
I'm gonna say this though.
Come on,
Ravens.
shit,
Lamar-
man,
Lamar-
niggas run into niggas, bro. Come on, bro.
Lamar
Him
might
and
win a
Steve
ring
Young,
one
though,
day.
huh?
Yeah, I had that.
Lamar might win a ring one day.
I had that Vic Falcons
Might
in high
win
school.
a ring
Oh, yeah.
one day.
Black one.
That's not a bold statement to stand on, bro. Is he or isn't he?
He is, bro. He's
Okay.
gonna win a ring one day.
There it
He's
is.
gonna win a ring one
They
day.
go win.
Just like he said.
Stand on your word.
Just
then
like
when
he
we talking
said when
about
he got
this shit.
drafted. When he stood up there.
Stand on your word, then, man.
I'm
There
saying
you go.
Jackson.
I ain't mad at you. There you go. Throw it out there, fella. There it
Defense
is.
to defense though with these games, and I think Jimmy Smith back. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Baltimore got some players coming back. I think it's going to be a good, low-scoring game, possibly. And this
Well,
might be
like
one of the bad
45 and a
games.
half.
I think it might be a bad game for
Baltimore
Brady and Lamar, possibly.
No, it's a defensive game for sure.
Lamar's worst game was versus Pittsburgh. That's a division game, though. But, you know, there's two good coaches, two good programs.
But they got battles too, though. They got battles in history, though. On my mama, them Terrell Suggs and Ray Lewis days against the Patriots, nigga, they got history, bro. This is a rivalry too, though.
That's gonna be a good one. What about? I mean, talk about rivalries. Dallas Giants is the last one.
That's
Dallas
a rivalry.
Giants.
As of lately, that's a rivalry.
I mean, they still play good. They gave them a good game early in the
in New
year.
York, they in Dallas.
In New York.
Blowout status.
In New York.
Barkley gonna have a decent game though.
Barkley gonna get off.
Yeah, he gonna catch 6 or 7
We'll see what Daniel
passes.
Jones really about.
90, 100 yards.
We'll see.
He gonna be alright.
Slayton had 2 TDs last week, or was that the week before? Slayton's a viable option right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, they're saying what's his name back too though, Shepard.
Mm-hmm.
He had a protocol. Take playing.
What is the numbers on Slayton though? Slayton, he's trending upward though, right, in that offense.
He just had 23, 2 touchdowns, five targets, 2 catches. I'm not really impressed with that.
Though. I think.
And what did he do the week before that?
7, 2 targets, 2 catches, 28 yards. Like I said, I don't believe in him. As far as, you know, I think his is like
as the viable number one option.
People, I just don't think he gets enough targets.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like when I see targets as low and then they had 2 touchdowns, then I'm like, that might have been a fluke. You know what I mean? I don't know what DK's targets been, but that's the thought I get when we say, when we just say he had 2 touchdowns. I didn't know, but I'm asking like in my head, I'm like, well, how many targets did he have? Is he getting a lot of looks? So if the answer is then that's the difference between him and like Slayton. Obviously, it's a big difference. But, you know,
I mean, it's all the crapshoot right now. You know what I mean, you ain't starting any of them dudes as your number 2 wide receiver. All these dudes that we talking about right now is all flex plays.
For sure.
If you thirsty.
If you thirsty, I mean, in week 9, week 10, you are thirsty right now. I mean, a lot of people is.
Not if you got players.
There's a lot of teams that is though, bro. On everything.
Couldn't be me.
Well, I mean, that's you.
In the words of Kurt, I get that from this nigga, man.
But he's not there right now, though. But you know, I mean, that's how it is, though.
Nah, but I'm saying, I try to prep ahead.
I ain't mad at you, but what I'm saying,
I can.
If you can, everybody's not in that position. And that's what these dudes is. We're not going in and throwing these dudes in as a number 2.
I ain't gonna pray to the fantasy guys like you, but I'm hoping Michael.
I'm praying to the fantasy guys.
No, but look, I'm saying on this game, I'm leading into Gallup. I wasn't even taking a shot.
This dude over here, though. Look at it. I'm saying,
what I'm saying is, though,
I like to pray.
But I'm getting into Gallup. I said I need Gallup to go crazy. That's what I'm talking about. I said I ain't gonna sit here and pray to the fantasy guys, but I want Gallup to go crazy.
I need Jimmy to do his thing.
They haven't been hitting Gallup over the top.
I'm trying to put the clear resurrect my team.
That's
what I'm saying. For you said talking about praying to the guys.
I said I ain't gonna pray to them.
I'm saying, but you mentioned me doing that, and that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to resurrect my shit, bro.
Gallup ain't been going crazy, but 7 for 48, I think 3 for 34. Then they had to buy.
I think the games that they've been playing, they ain't needed to air it out like that, except that Jets game where they was down. But they haven't been going deep like that. I think this is a game where they get their deep ball back because that's part of why they offense. You're a Cowboy fan, so you look at it.
This is Zeke game.
Yeah, but they haven't been going deep as far as what their wide receiver game and what they, you know what I mean, and the offense been going. I like Zeke for sure. Zeke and Barkley, I think I want both of them on DraftKings, even though I gotta pay.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
Listen, a few lineups, they gonna battle, but Zeke gonna show off.
Because we know Zeke gonna get the rock, and we know Barkley gonna get them catches or get the rock. Everything. So he's, you know what I mean, back to proof. There was some good stacks. I'll take him. Only wide receiver I kind of trust on the Giants though is Tate. I really don't. And Ingram.
I like Ingram.
I like Ingram with all the weapons back too.
I like Ingram having the biggest.
That's true.
Receiving game.
Yeah, since he had that 28, I think he gonna have somewhere around there. He gonna have a big game because, like I said, with all those weapons back, he was kind of doing bad when everyone was banged up. You know what I mean? came back.
You gonna naturally look out for Ingram, the biggest guy on the field. So you like, I'm gonna go grab him.
He's kind of small for a tight end, but he's obviously bigger
than Tate.
you know what I mean? Than
the
little dude.
And I think he's all the way healthy now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about Jones too, though, bro, because he been turning it over a lot.
Yeah.
Jones been turning it over a lot.
Blues.
I like him.
I like him too. I like him more than Haskins. That's the right pick. For sure.
Yeah.
Giants knew what they was talking about.
I like Jones. He's just been having some tough games. They've been playing from behind, and he's forced to throw. He can't really just, you know what I mean? They got a nice schedule at the end, too. You know what I mean? He'll be streamed a lot, I think, for sure. He'll be streamed a lot. But, man, let's get into that Swerve, man. Talking about them players, man. Swerve. I'll tell you the first on my list would be Lev Bell. Just because of the schedule. I don't like Baltimore and Pitt the last two, but you got to get to the championship to worry about that. You know what I mean? But that schedule coming up for him is nice. Mm-hmm. Miami twice, Giants, Oakland, Washington, Cincy. That's why I traded for Bell. I wanted him, you know what I mean, for that. If he's going to get it back, it will be against some bad defenses, I would think.
Yep.
Swift for him.
I would have never kept Bell for all them tough games and then traded him when this shit's getting good. Like, that's like
you would have stayed solid, my nigga.
That's like having a girl that was big.
She's about to graduate. Why you eat hot dogs? I was gonna quit this all the time.
I ain't mad. Now we steak and lobster.
Yeah.
Facts.
Lev Bell, Swift for him.
I ain't mad at you.
But
that's a good move.
Yeah, I
like that.
I like
Facts.
that for sure.
I got TC on my shit, my nigga. On my mouth.
Tevin Coleman?
Yeah, just based off the goal line touches, my nigga. The offense is putting up 30 points a game, my nigga. They got to be top 5, nigga, top 3, nigga, putting up points right now. So the opportunity is there. This nigga is, since he came back from that ankle injury, anything in that inside that 15, that's him. We seen it last week. We didn't see it this week. One got called back. You mentioned that off the camera. Like I said, I'm going to keep reverting to this shit, man. We need more cameras so we can get these motherfuckers all these angles. But yeah, though, my nigga, if he wouldn't have had that motherfucking call back, nigga, that's an easily 12-point game.
Sure.
Nigga, back-to-back, nigga, 30 what he hit last week, nigga, 12 this week. We thinking as this nigga, I can go try and go get a high price for him, you know what I mean? Coming off what he did last week. But as of right now, he didn't do what he did, but he got the opportunity, you know what I mean? So as right now, nigga, I would love to go Swift for him, especially having this 5-point game that he had. Like, oh yeah, Breida Woo, they had Wilson in there, they had Mostert in there, so you might be able to talk a nigga like, man, look, let me get Woo, you know what I mean? And it might pay off. You know what I mean? So TC is one of my dudes as a Swift for right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I just been on him. I mean, that's kind of.
You say Swift for him, and I would swerve on Breida.
I would say
Swerve
his is, and my Swerve is Breida.
Breida
go crazy. Breida. No, I'm swimming for Breida. Yours is Coleman, mine's for Breida because Breida hit the big plays. Mm-hmm. He had like 5.5 or 6 yards of carry, something crazy. He was the Niners' best running back last year, so you already know he could do it. And they got some tough games on the schedules where they might be down and Jimmy gonna be passing over. It's gonna be a little bit more dumb downs.
Yeah, but Breida, see what
Coleman the receiver running back too.
Yeah, he is too. They use them both on the passing game. Yeah. It's just I think Breida is getting more. I mean, Coleman is getting more attempts than
he's getting
Coleman.
More attempts.
So Coleman is getting more attempts than Breida.
Breida's more the home run hitter. So
yeah, but see, it's boom or bust with that though. So if he don't take that like the 80-yarder the first run 4 weeks ago, then it's really not there for him.
Breida having a better year than Coleman though.
Yeah, but he played more games than me because Coleman sat for 4 weeks.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say this.
So he's having a better year. But if he didn't have
a good thing.
Yeah, but he got more. But he's getting more opportunities.
Hey, I'm gonna interrupt real quick, and then y'all can say whatever you want about Breida. He's tough and he plays through injuries, but he to me is brittle Breida, bro. That's my name.
Brittle Breida?
He can't be brittle if you don't miss the games.
He's bro. He's
playing through stuff. That's not brittle.
He plays tough.
He might be the tough
man, bro.
That's camouflage again.
Bro, when you got all them running backs, bro,
you brittle or
not, like when you got a workhorse, you don't have to. You gotta play through injuries. But the way we looking now, it's like I want the healthiest dude over there. I'm not even saying he hurt, but I want the dude that's like right now is Coleman. It might change next week or the week after.
Yeah, right. I mean, just anything in fantasy, it could change any week.
With the Niners running.
Yeah, no, as a fanhood it is, but as fantasy wise, I don't know what you're gonna do. I mean, as of me right now, I'd rather have TC than Breida. But I mean, I see your point of having Breida because you could take. We seen him take an 80-yard an 80-yard run to the house. Man, one play, first play.
Them the kind of guys I want. But yeah, you want
I feel it.
You want the inside the 10 guys to show that.
Because he's getting an opportunity.
And
nigga,
like
4 TDs or 3 TDs and a receiving TD or whatever the fuck it was last week. You know what I mean? And I can really see that happening just based on these guys putting up 30 points a game and they get inside the red zone. I don't know how many times, what the percentage of it, but they getting there. This nigga Shanahan is scheming niggas up. So even though we might not have a bona fide receiving option outside of Kittle, but nigga, these running backs, nigga, is definitely go. And I'm starting to like Garoppolo going for it just off the camera. I was trying to ship this nigga one of my quarterback options because that's how much I'm ready to go for it with Garoppolo. So I don't know how you niggas feel, but you know what I mean. So
I would say go Swerve for Kelsey if people, you know what I mean. If you could get him,
if the owner's low on him,
yeah. And a little impatient, go try to get him. You know what I mean?
Speaking from experience,
you know.
I kind of put him and Kittle in the same. I know one of y'all said Swift for Kittle. I kind of put them in the same category because right now with Kittle is you want to see if somebody low on it because of a little injury. You feel me? Try to pounce on that, and then with Kelsey, it's like I would be trying to sell that Matt Moore and you know what I mean, and Mahomes out and Matt Moore mess with him, but. You know what I mean? You need bodies, you know, depending on what they need.
Yeah.
Kittle owners are frustrated, even though he's been having a solid. Well, I don't know what they expected like that, because I had him last year, and he didn't just go crazy, but he was consistent. You know what I mean? That's why I don't really understand.
Kittle didn't go crazy.
Well, I mean, he had
some games, but it was like the best part of him was that like 16 a game minimum you're getting.
Yeah, but he broke records though, as for the yardage though. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It was some.
But that's first round how he was picked this year.
Yeah, for this year, but last year the nigga was going
That's why it was so.
You know, that's why it was so. Boom for him last year. This year is a whole, like you said, is a whole another different story though. You know what I mean? The only tight end right now that's been worth it, nigga, is Waller, bro. To me,
Hooper.
I mean, yeah, and Hooper, yeah, no, without a doubt, them too, because the expectations of them weren't this what they're producing. Nigga, their expectations is where they were drafted at. And nigga, Hooper 8-9, nigga, Waller, when you got him.
But for the rest of the season, Waller, Kelsey, Kittle, if he healthy, I think, and Hooper, they're gonna be doing what everyone wants.
I understand that, but from what I'm saying is, it's just my value where I got the nigga you got, and who else we just said?
Yeah.
The Atlanta nigga. Hooper. Nigga 8-9 and 15?
Damn, yeah.
And them is 1 and 2.
No, I'll pick him up the wire.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So you got the 1 and 2, nigga 8-9 off the wire.
That's the difference.
That's big, nigga. That. So whatever I did 1 through 14, 1 through 15, and that's the thin wheat thins with salami. Oh my mama, you winning.
You just hoping.
That's why you in the spot.
If you don't got a good tight end, you just hoping that everybody at the bottom doesn't have the tight end.
Do you think you can pull up the top 6 niggas, and do you think all them niggas have a good tight end?
Who?
In the ALB, the top playoff niggas. Do you think all 6 of them have a good tight end?
Damo no, but Aaron got Hooper and Kittle.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron got Hooper and Kittle.
BJ got a good tight end.
I think BJ
got he got Andrews.
He got Andrews.
Right. So that's a trend though. See, niggas got to be looking for them trends, and that's the tight end. So
got Ertz.
Reese got a tight end, don't he?
Ellis got Ertz.
Yeah, Olsen.
Olsen has some good games, but then he's been consistent.
He's streaming for the most part.
He's a streamer, bro.
But that's like a lightweight trend though. Is that fucking tight end this year, man? That shit, nigga. I done got like, nigga, without no tight end, nigga, Blaine's wrong.
That's true.
I ain't had nothing.
I've actually,
Nigga, I had 0 and 1, nigga, I lost by 10 points.
Hey, I've actually had a good run streaming tight ends this year in my 2 leagues. Like, I had grabbed Disley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I've been
Disley was a great pickup, bro.
I've been running with Everett, Goddard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've been I got Brave
Great,
in another league.
Everett was a great
I've been
pickup too.
being cool with tight ends.
That's what it is, nigga. What are we in? Week 9, week 10. And just looking from where we started to where we are right now, nigga, the most unsure shit, nigga, is that motherfucking tight end and these backup quarterbacks. Everything else, I ain't gonna say everything else because it's consistent because, nigga, it's only Cook and McCaffrey really dominating in the running backs with that wide receiver, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And shit is crazy, bro.
What y'all got? I give y'all one. Golden Tate.
As a Swift?
Yeah, get him. His last games of the year: Philly, Miami, Washington, Philly.
Damn.
I like all those matchups.
I feel like he get to torch them twice, huh?
Philly, Miami, Washington, Philly. I like Tate.
And wow.
Yeah.
That's big,
I was gonna
bro.
want to give Tate up, and he got some nice receivers in that league too.
Who?
Els. I was trying to get Tate before I made that trade earlier. Els be playing. Yeah, I like Tate. Give me another one. Y'all got another one? Swive or Swerve? It could be either one.
Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell?
Yeah.
I like Tyrell. And they might be worried that he just, But see, playing fasciitis, it come and go.
Yeah, my grandma got this shit.
Yeah, it come and go. Like, you might have a flare and then be good in 2 days or a day, or it might last. You feel me? So I like Tyrell.
Nigga, when you got bad feet, nigga, that shit hurt.
Yeah.
Tell my mama, nigga, I got Royce Freeman too, nigga, for up by low, nigga, Swive for. Royce Freeman just been so consistent.
10s, 11s, 12s. You can tell me about it, right?
Yeah.
You
Solid.
got it.
Yeah, he's been solid.
Like Royce Freeman.
I was playing Thompson over him though.
And Thompson been
Chris
hurt, so
Thompson.
you ain't been able to play in the last 2 weeks because he been hurt.
Yeah, but then I made a move with you for Breida, and then I played
I gave you breathe.
Yep.
And he ain't did nothing since then, huh?
No.
Alright.
And you just said you sold high after that 80-yard run, and I bought. But yeah,
I mean, but you got
I was playing
you got
Thompson.
Chubb in that? I gave Chubb in that league.
No, Ashley.
Oh, well,
Ashley.
say,
So
shit, you got Chubb.
Royce and
Yeah, I like
Tyrell.
Royce. And the Swift for
Yeah, go get Tyrell, man. I like him. Like you said, you've been talking about Carr. I think you were just talking about Carr.
Derek Carr. Yeah, I like Derek Carr.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got me ready to
Yeah.
go pick him up and play him in
I like
Ashley.
Derek Carr, nigga. I got him in the DFS, nigga, stacked back-to-back weeks with Waller. Nigga, I'm like, mama,
I
nigga,
got
he's
him
only
in,
like 5,000,
I got
nigga,
him in that
5,300.
year long.
Huh?
I got Carr and Jackson
In the
that
season
year
long?
That season long one.
Yeah. I ain't mad though. He put up what 20-some points last week though, huh?
I should have played him last week.
Nigga, that's big, bro.
Yeah, that's
What about your boy Juju? You had him on there.
I got him on the sell high, if you can sell him high. But I mean, you had to probably it ain't gonna help. Yeah, sell me that Reggie. Juju, you Reggie right now. I know you went to USC and shit, so you know about the good. But you some Reggie right now. But if you bang out this week, bro, you ain't gonna. You might be top shelf, bro. So you know what I mean. But yeah, no, I'm just a little disappointed. That's all it is. I'm working with feelings, bro. My bad, my nigga.
Juju, they got a cool schedule.
No, I mean he do, bro.
Well,
I
they got
just
the
need to
brand.
see it. I just need to see it. I mean, I could
Who you said?
I got Kareem Hunt.
to
If
do
he
what?
down on the wire, like go get him or try to get a little trade for him.
Nice.
I think Cleveland gonna start running the ball. I know Chubb is a dude, but the thing now is use two back sets.
scaring me,
Like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I hope they do run the ball,
I think
bro.
they gonna run the ball.
That
He
play
there.
action, nigga.
You're not
OBJ
just
can
gonna
eat off that.
you're not just gonna have Kareem Hunt on the bench. Like, I
No,
don't care.
fuck no.
Nobody said
Hell no.
he's playing. He's gonna
Bro.
get some snaps. They gonna get him in the game.
They got to, bro.
He's gonna be working just like you can
Scary,
play
bro.
Breida
I got
Coleman.
him in Ashley.
You know where
You
Hunt
can
is from?
play. Where you go?
That nigga's from Ohio, bro. He's in
Oh,
Cleveland.
yeah.
He's in Cleveland, nigga. He's
Yeah.
ready to go show out in front of his people,
The
bro.
Ohio boys are playing.
Man,
He
show
done
me
sat
back.
down,
Playing
nigga,
ball.
for 10 weeks. He's ready to go, bro. Give me the ball, my nigga.
They get
We
Speaking
2
of-
and 5. We got to go, bro.
Speaking of Ohio, I like Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
With AJ coming back, that's when boy.
He's back this week?
No, they're on a bye.
Oh.
So what though? They're gonna be passing 40 times a game. I don't care who the QB is. If you gotta throw the ball 40, 50 times a game.
Dalton's not playing. Oh yeah, Dalton's done, huh?
He
been.
Dalton's done.
Wow.
Yeah,
They
Dalton's
giving the ball to
done.
Joe Mixon, bro.
that line ain't good enough to just be handing it off
That
the
line ain't
Mixon.
good
They
enough
about to see
to-
what they can do, bro.
they gonna have
And
to
throw it,
protect that
bro. They ain't got
quarterback.
no.
Yeah,
They got
the ball. He gonna be
all
shut.
their receivers been looking nice with AJ Green gone. AJ Green come back. I'm just saying, I like Boyd. I would be comfortable with him. I don't care who's throwing it. If they're throwing it 40 times a game, give me the second receiver. Boyd was killing with AJ.
So
was
you
there.
cool with Sutton too?
He don't got Boyd in them. Or look at this. Who's on outside of Sutton? Deshaun Hamilton.
Deshaun and
Fant dropping
Fant.
balls.
Yeah,
Like
targets
you
last
can't
week.
tell me
They
that
got the
that
running
wide
back.
receiver core is comparable to the way the Eichler, whatever his name is, the receiver on the Bengals, then Tate. Like they all been looking good. So that's
Yeah.
4 wide
I
receivers.
feel like that.
Like, Boyd and AJ, bro. I don't even like. I got AJ.
That's a good
You know,
point.
I just hope,
That's a good
but
point.
Boyd was killing when AJ was here.
Yeah.
Boyd was killing. That's somebody I go Swift for. Throw a
AJ.
little trade. Tyler Boyd.
Boyd. Oh, okay, my bad.
Boyd. Trust me on that one.
I got another one. Motherfucking
Keenan Allen, I think.
was it Keenan Allen? Yep. Yeah, Keenan Allen, man.
I mean, he just been as a buy low target. He hasn't produced in the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean? So you might be able to try and work a little trade to where, you know, I don't know if it's a 2-for-1, maybe a 3-for-1. You might be able to sweet talk a nigga to try and get this nigga out of me and use the point to where he ain't been producing as the last few weeks, and hopefully that the nigga break out to where he can
Targets
produce.
is there. 11 and 10, but he was hurt too, and they left
But
him off. And now he off the injury report.
Yeah, and the cold thing is, nigga, the Chiefs ain't running away. They still fighting. See, with me going into the last half of the season, I like to have teams that still fighting, because if a team done ran away with the division come week 16, 17, 18, not saying like how, not 18, but 17, how 17 you sit out the whole, you know what I mean, but coming week 16, week 15, 16, they start taking snaps away from them. So I like niggas that still fighting, because they not taking them out, you know what I mean? So
Everybody going.
that's what I'm saying, you know.
They got
That's how I like
They
it.
got a little.
that.
The next 3 games is tough.
Yeah.
Green Bay, Oakland, or what's the division game? Green Bay at Oakland and then Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's pretty Denver, Jacksonville, those are winnable.
I don't
Minnesota,
think the
be
nigga
hard.
gonna give up Keenan though, bro. I mean, you drafted. What you think? What
No,
you
you
got
don't
to
give him up for sure.
You
but
you not
he's
gonna give
been
him
banged
up?
up. No, he been banged up. I
Yeah.
was keeping.
You
Just
was-
I
you
gave
said.
up
What-
on OBJ.
Huh?
I said I gave up on OBJ.
What round did you take OBJ in?
I had the 12 picks, so first, second round.
Do you think in that draft that Keenan went in the second too,
Yeah,
or he went in the third?
second.
Second, probably.
So you were
Yeah,
at,
second.
right now. Would you rather have Keenan or OBJ?
Keenan.
Keenan. Keenan?
Yeah.
Swift for a perfect candidate.
But OBJ got a softer schedule coming out.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think they pick it up too. I think
Who?
OBJ.
Yeah, I
Got
hope
to.
so, bro.
They got to. They got too much
Fantasy
talent over
odds.
there. That's crazy.
Cleveland next games at Denver, Buffalo, Pitt, Miami, Pitt, Cincy, Arizona, Baltimore, Cincy. Some of them those are winnable games for sure.
It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. This fucking season has just been so fucking ridiculous.
Before I forget, I don't know if one of y'all had. No, I definitely had
That's a
it.
source.
Emmanuel Sanders. Go get him.
As of last night, before the show, we filming this shit on Friday. If we would have did this before Thursday, hey, I don't know if a nigga gonna get, because that
he
nigga
had
looked
11
good.
and 12.
Huh? He looked good. You watched the game last night? That nigga looked good, bro. We was talking that off
9
camera.
targets, seven for
Buck
112.
something with a
112.
It's gonna be
Touchdown.
tough to get Sanders right now.
Bro,
Yeah.
Maybe not though.
hey,
And
you
it's
don't
making
think
Garoppolo look
Because
better.
I don't
He
think
was
nobody-
I'm telling you, that's why I'm ready to give up on Matt
I
Ryan.
don't think
bro.
nobody's been
Bro,
banking
he's
their
special.
future on Emmanuel right now. If they got Emmanuel, he's probably been just marinating.
Tuck.
So you
In the
can
tuck.
go get him. I think
Yeah.
they gonna try to get
Yeah, I see
something.
what you're
You can
saying.
go get something
That nigga
for like a
Sanders.
Gallup. Maybe you know what I
That-
mean. Maybe you
What
can
he
go.
did last night is WR1 numbers. So he scored his first game. That was his second game last night. Here we come to the third game with 10 days off. More time in.
5 targets, 4 catches, 25 yards and a touchdown last week.
Hey, bruh, that shit is crazy, my nigga.
And that new life going from that team to this team. Like,
On my mouth.
That
Life.
that much
Nigga,
better.
Martin and Eddie numbers.
Y'all give me some
mama,
else.
nigga.
Who y'all got?
On the Swive or the Swerve?
Whatever.
I got a Swerve, bro. I don't know. Oh, I said Juju already.
Sammy,
just said
somebody
that
said Sammy and D-Jack. Somebody said Sammy and D-Jack.
I just said D-Jack. You go get D-Jack.
I was saying you could go.
Something for the low,
No, I would love to have Deshaun, but only thing with Deshaun, bro, is just that like the days of last year with his Tampa when he killed the first 4 weeks, and then after that was a wrap. He killed this first week of this season. I mean, it's just the boom or bust with Deshaun. But I understand. But when Deshaun is on the field, I think it opens up for the other niggas. And then we was talking about that off camera. I keep talking about this off camera conversations and shit on my mama. That nigga Alshon, if Deshaun is back, nigga, I'm trying to go get Alshon nigga in both my leagues. My mama, Ertz, even the running backs. The running backs are still is making their names.
I got Sanders in the league. He just chilling until he start. He gonna throw.
Facts, my nigga. I like Sanders, my nigga. I like Ertz, man. The whole Eagles, bro, and they only one game behind the fucking your boys. On everything. So you know, they fight.
What kind of ab injury? Go ahead.
I said Sammy Watkins on camera. If you could go buy him for the LO, why Mahomes get healthy?
I ain't mad.
You know, Tyreek Hill back. And you can go get him for and like I said, crumbs. Don't you know what I mean? If you could go get him for something low.
No, I agree with you because
that
offense puts up 30 points though, bro. And then when the nigga Mahomes comes back, it got the potential to put up 50. So you would love to have some type of shares in that offense. You know what I mean? It's just when you gonna throw that share into the market. You know what I mean? That's the only thing, bro. Right. No, I hear you. On my mama, it's still blue bust though.
For sure.
Right, without a doubt. But I like your Kelsey though. Off top.
D-Jack, what kind of abdomen? What was that? What is it, strained or something? Like, what kind of abdomen? 8 games? Like, it has to be.
But they said it was worse than what it was led to be, too, though. So, you know what I mean? They could have, you know what I mean? The nigga could have had a hernia, though. Nigga, your abdomen, all that is all up in it. You never know.
I mean, the nigga out 8 weeks, I think he's all right.
No, right now, yeah.
Once he gets back, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah,
like,
facts. As of now, yeah, without a doubt.
But if he sat out 4 games, what was that injury? He always hurt.
I got rid of Sammy nigga when he had that 50 whoop nigga. Fuck him.
But I know you talking about me. I took him.
But you took him in a trade, I thought too.
No, I traded him. I didn't take Sammy. Nigga, I let nigga. He had that 60 whatever. Nigga, I know this nigga not finna do this, bro. Fuck him.
But you gave me Galladay and Chubb with him, though.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but I got motherfucking Hopkins though. I got Hopkins, Cooks, and something else.
Yeah.
I felt like I won too though.
Yeah.
I mean, your record is better than you 4-4.
Fair exchange ain't a rivalry, man.
You 4-4. I'm 3-5. I'm still in the hunt. You in the off. If the off was today, you'd be in it, and I'm out. So you would have won the trade. But nigga, we still got 4 or 5 more weeks, nigga, and I'm still in the hunt. So you know what I mean? It's still.
What's your record?
Nigga, I'm 3-5 and he's 4-4.
That league is
that league is competitive, my nigga. We talked a lot of shit about Ashley, but my nigga, on some real talk stuff, my nigga, Ashley nigga is lightweight, nigga, flex mode right now.
Imagine being at the bottom in both.
Who? What'd he say?
Come on.
I said,
I ain't at the bottom, nigga.
In both.
You talking about me?
I'm sorry.
I'm the champ, nigga.
I'm just talking shit. Hey, you got your boy Henry. You put who put Derrick Henry on the thing?
On the Swift or Swerve?
Yeah.
Might have been.
That was you?
I like Henry.
He a winner back. He a winner back.
I think he does what he did last year in the season.
And this is where the point where he started to make that note to where nigga. That what they have, a 300-yard game against the Jags on a Thursday night?
Yeah, I think the last 4 or 5 games he was eating.
He only had 2 bad games. I mean, where people drafted him at 2 11s in a row is pretty bad. Not bad, but you know what I mean? But he's only 6-3 was his worst game.
Yeah,
And
but he
other than
got
that,
drafted in the
17,
fourth or
13,
fifth
11,
round.
11, 17, 29.
He was
But
drafted as
I'm
a second
saying that
running
to
back.
say, like, the teams he got left,
He
Jacksonville,
was your first
Indy.
running back?
I had all
Oh, what you got had Mike Thomas and
You know
my
when
nigga
him and
Tyree.
Duke come. Him and Duke. Henry and Duke.
Your vision at the draft was nasty though, bro. I seen what you said, nigga. You had nigga Mahomes, Hill, Thomas,
Fire 3.
the running back
That
we
was
just
75
said.
points damn
Henry.
near right there.
Yeah,
Again.
fat nigga, that was 100.
And Tyreek
Them
got
niggas-
hurt week 1.
Mahomes will
And
give
then
you 50.
Right.
Tyreek will give you
Corner
50.
Hey, bro.
That's not even
You
a panic.
panicked for sure.
That wasn't a panic.
Why you trade Thomas?
I needed
We all
to
make
run back.
bad trades, but I'm like, you panicked, bro.
I needed. That's not panicking.
You had Henry and Duke. You could have rolled with Duke.
Nah, I couldn't roll with dude. He ain't go to the
You
next.
drafted him in the 5th round. I mean,
Yeah.
You couldn't roll.
we
with
was
Duke
talking
and
about
Thomas.
Henry and grabbing him in the
You ain't
5th
got
round.
no trades in either league talking about I'm shook. You used all your trades.
Hey, let's jump into DraftKings, man. Let's give him some.
Let's
good
wrap
advice,
this shit
man.
up, man.
Wrap
Come
this
on,
up,
man.
man.
Let's
DraftKings,
go.
man.
Come
What you
on,
say?
come on.
Russell Wilson is your top
My
one.
God,
That's
my God. I'm
good.
fucking with him, bro.
7,100.
7,100, nigga. He is the highest, he's the most expensive quarterback on the market this week.
And it's worth.
You gonna
It is
get
worth
your
it going
money.
against
Cashing
Tampa.
out. You
I
been-
can,
you been
no,
Tampa.
I didn't put him in one of my lineups. I'm going with Derek Carr this
Yeah,
week
I'm
because
going
he's
with
a
Derek
cheaper
Carr.
buy. But nigga,
Right
you
now.
can't go wrong with Russell Wilson. Nigga at 7,100, nigga against the Bucks this week at home.
55.
Let me know. Let's go.
Hey,
I got
give
to start
me
out my
hey,
quarterbacks.
Give me Fitzmagic.
I got him too.
4,800.
Nigga, I loaded up on Dolphin players this
Against
week.
the Jets.
I ain't mad
Run
at
me
you.
Fitz.
I
This is in
got
my tournament.
Here, hold on.
Run
I'll
me
show you
Fitz.
some of my lineups.
4,800.
On my mama, nigga, I love
Give
you.
me Fitzmagic.
Let's go. Keep it going.
And that revamp.
Quarterback.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Nigga. On my mama, I love that fixed message.
I was
pick,
Carr, 5,500.
Fucking with Carr. I'm fucking with Carr. I like that.
On the flip side, I like Darnold too, 5,900. No Xavier Rhodes.
I
We're
like
talking
Darnold.
about Robbie
Xavier
Anderson.
Howard.
I take Darnold and Fitz on 2 different lineups.
Yeah.
I like Stafford for 68.
And who they play?
Oakland.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Nigga,
not
50
bad.
and a half.
If I grab Stafford,
50
I'm
and a
getting
half.
Galladay.
68
If I grab
though.
him, I'm grabbing Galladay.
For sure.
You
For
said
sure.
6,800?
6,800
No, I'm taking
Damn it,
Russell
though.
Wilson. I'm taking Russell Wilson.
for the 71.
The 77
Okay.
for the 300 mo. Yeah, because he gives me the option of the him running, so I get a little bit more points. $300 more. I would rather have that the option of him going and running.
All right, so what you,
Go ahead.
so what you think about Baker for 5,100 for a bounce back game?
Against Denver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Especially with that
bounce
quarter.
back.
Yeah, especially with that quarterback that Denver's throwing out there. I think that that Cleveland defense can get more turnovers and give Baker more opportunities in that offense to get it. So
I'm not taking Baker because that's going to be a run game.
I'm not taking him, but I like the opportunity
Chris
of
Harris
it.
Jr.
Yeah.
allowed 4 catches, the most to wide receivers, and he's played against top 5
But
receivers.
they got 2
all
top
year.
wide receivers though, so you
They
got to pick your poison.
They
up.
Denver?
I'm saying as far
They
as
in
Baker. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying as far as Baker.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is Chris Harris can only play one receiver. Nigga.
That's
Jarvis,
cool, but
and
I'm
Jarvis
saying-
Landry is a great
I'm
receiver
saying
too.
why not attack? I don't know. I'm
I
saying
like
why not
Landry.
attack on the ground? That's what I'm saying.
No, I understand
They
that.
need to win.
I understand
You
that.
feel me?
I like
But just
When
with
y'all
Chris
keep saying-
Harris being brought in the
Green Bay
conversation.
play Kansas City, right? Bruh, we talking about Russ, which I love Russ, and Stafford at 68, Rodgers 6,900.
I like that.
Rodgers 6,900. They doing shuffle passes, and you know what I mean. They doing a lot of everything right
If
now.
Adams is back, yeah. If Adams not back, I think it's a run
I
game.
mean, we talking about the Chiefs D. You know what I mean?
Chiefs D is not no slouch though, bro. Chiefs D nigga been coming nigga for quarterbacks, nigga. Go look at it. They
And on
shut
the flip
niggas
side-
down.
On the flip side, I like Cousins 6,700.
They don't say who the Packers played. Who's
Packers play the Chiefs,
Nah. Chiefs play
This
Minnesota.
week. huh?
Chiefs play
Chiefs
Minnesota.
play Minnesota.
That's why I was
Packers
confused.
play
Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers. What
So,
about
yeah,
them running back?
I like Cousins, depending on his price. But no, for my running backs, my quarterback would be Carr. I'd only spend 5,500, so I can go spend that 95 on Dalvin Cook. This is gonna be a big Cook day.
Yeah,
So I try to
Madison too.
Yeah, you might get fucking stacked in there.
Get up early and just run Madison for the rest of the game.
Let Thielen get healthy. I think they're about to go into what's
Only running backs I got on there was I liked it Howard.
Jordan.
I liked it Howard, Murray, Jacobs as my low buys, and then and fucking Freeman as my low buys, and then Dalvin. I mean, Dalvin's been consistent every fucking week, bro. So that's the only thing I got as my running backs, bro.
I love Bell.
Yeah, I like
7,700. He been crying to the coach about his role.
Yeah, I don't like
He
77.
been crying against the Dolphins. He been crying.
I mean, the crying don't equal the production.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's the Dolphins, though.
Yeah, it's the Dolphins, but the Dolphins, look at the way the Dolphins played the Steelers last week, though, bro, on Monday night. The Dolphins, I watched that game. The Dolphins looked good on Monday night. Oh, my mama.
Xavier Rowe.
On the road.
Hurt.
Xavier Howard, exactly.
He hurt.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, them niggas looking good, bro.
Hey, I love Singletary, 4,700.
I like Singletary, bro. Especially going into to 10, 11, 12,
If I got
13.
Dalvin,
Yeah.
I'm going to grab somebody like Singletary at 4,700 or Samuel.
See, I'd rather grab
Montgomery
for 5,200 against Philly at Philly though. I don't know. He had a good week last week, right?
Yeah, but Philly been giving up ass too, so I like that play too.
Not the run, though. They been stopping the run.
52.
No, they ain't been stopping around, bro. It's been niggas that's been eating on Philly,
They
bro.
whooped whoever they played last week. Singletary, I think if you grab in Dalvin,
They can't stop
or even Royce Freeman, y'all talking about Royce, 4,900.
Yeah.
Stack them.
I like Henry 57, 59, Jamal Williams.
I think 59 is kind of high for him. Like he cool, he can get you 12 to 18, but I don't know about 59 though. I'd rather spend less on Singletary or Samuel. Samuel starting running back with no Connor.
He's the same
12,000.
But look, did y'all say Gordon yet? Melvin Gordon?
How much is he?
5,000?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like that better than Jamal Williams for 5,900.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.
Melvin Gordon 500 against Green Bay?
San Diego been giving it up though, or Chargers been giving, LA Chargers been giving it up. So,
Wide receivers.
Adams is back.
I like Galladay on there. I had him 7,700. I would pay that for him. I think.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, because I like Marvin Jones at the 6,000.
I like Amendola at 47.
That's it.
6,000 for a toss up though is how I look at Marvin Jones, bro.
I mean, Galladay's a toss up too at 7,700.
That's why I get.
That's why I would rather go over
That's why
Galladay. I mean,
that's why I get Amendola for 47.
I mean,
That's why
I don't mind that. I don't mind that, but I would rather take either Jones or who you just said over that 7,700 because it's getting spread out, bro.
I think I would take
Jones probably.
I hate how high Lockett is.
Yeah.
I would fuck with Lockett at 7,500.
No, you damn right.
Just this week
Lock look at
Tampa.
Lock had he hit for a buck. He just didn't score
He
last
ain't
week.
had that crazy game.
Oh my mama, so it's any day.
When I hit for that draft pick, I had Lockett on my team.
Yeah.
He was one of the ones I had on there.
Any day now, cause I'm
Big
on
man.
my mama. So yeah, fire him up.
I like Pascal for 4,000, 4,100.
That's a good move.
At Philly.
That's a great move.
At Pittsburgh, I'm sorry.
I might go do another one just to throw him in there with a stack of him and Brissett on them three. I got like 4 of the $3 lineups, which is 100,000 in the first, and then it's a $1 one where it's $10. 10,000 the first. So I've been doing a lot of them, and I might throw a stack of Brissett and fucking Pascal in there because I know they're gonna be low plays. On my mind, even Hines, nigga with no motherfucking Ty, bro. It's gonna be more receptions. More targets out there, bro.
I think I want. What you about to say, Robbie?
Robbie Anderson for sure for 5,500, but I like Landry though.
That's mine right there.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Landry. What was it? 4,500
Yeah.
at Denver. What's the name gonna be on OBJ?
Exactly. That's what
We're gonna go crazy.
I like Landry this week too.
Because they gotta get Baker going sooner than later. So even if bro got what's the name OBJ locked up.
Seals Jr. I mean, Ricky Seals was his name.
I thought it was
Tight end. Yeah, tight end.
He might be a little sneaky play too.
Yeah.
Nah,
if they making an OBJ kind of shut down, Landry's, that might be a cool little, you know what I mean?
Get the women in the lineup.
Throw him in. That's
That's
somebody else.
2,900.
Who?
Ricky Seals.
2,900?
Yeah.
Try to be low. I'll take Seal.
You stay on tight ends. I like Fant this week if you want to go low 3,000.
The dropsies?
Yeah, 8 targets last week. He gonna eventually catch him. You have to think, right?
Yeah, I think everybody gonna pick Ryan Griffin.
Yeah.
3,400 fails. People
I like
gonna pick
Hockenson.
fails.
Hockenson this week, 37.
I hate all those fucking
I'm tired of Hockenson.
I'd take Waller, 63. He's like an RB1. That's
I'd
like
rather
getting a wide receiver one for 6,300.
That's what I'm finna go.
Last week,
Listen.
the last 2 weeks. Oh no, that was
No, I'm spending
got
this.
one time.
I'm spending the 6,300 on Waller right now, bro.
Nah.
Fuck it. I'd rather sacrifice at my wide receiver positions than sacrifice at my tight end, bro.
What about Ertz for
Just play like
47?
Amendola or something.
Yeah, but I can throw him in at my flex. 4,700 as a flex, and him with Waller. That's a
That's a
great
good
pair,
combo right there.
especially this week against
Then
Chicago.
load up with Dalvin.
Come on, man. And then you can go find you some $5,000 receivers, bro.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. We just said.
And then you got a $5,000 quarter. I mean, a $55 quarterback that you can run with, or you can go spend the 7,100. But you, I mean, you know, it is what it is, bro.
We should
Shout
do
out
an
to guys.
ALB one this week. $10 get everybody in. Who else y'all got? Y'all got any other tight ends?
No.
How much is Doyle? I think
I
they
got
around the
3,000. Because I got a tight end on here for 3,300. I think.
I like
Rudolph,
Shields would be my what's name.
Oh, my nigga Griffin. If the nigga, excuse my language, if the Jets tight end was Herndon, if Herndon he didn't been delayed, and Ryan Griffin then balled out last week, and he can making this rapport with Darnold, 3,400, bro. I mean, but a lot of tight ends. I mean, look at Ebron is 3,600, and then you like how you just said Doyle.
But he'll
You
give
know
you
what I
a 1 too.
Right,
He
that's
did
what I'm saying.
He got 1 3 times.
That's why I'm paying the 63 for Waller.
Yeah,
But
for
if
sure.
you don't want to pay the 63 from Waller, I'm just trying to
And then
give you
I think
give
Griffin
you
would be
some
somebody
options.
everybody go grab
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm
'cause he did
saying.
Cool last
I'm trying
week.
to give somebody some options, and if you don't want to go spend that 6,300 on Kelsey or Waller, that's all I'm saying.
Any sneaky defenses? I had the Panthers on there at 3,800.
Yeah, I got the Panthers.
Pitt.
I got the Dolphins. I'm running with the Dolphins on one of my DFSs. They got 2,700.
Because everybody grabbing the Jets. thinking
Nigga,
they
they
gonna do something.
1.1% play when I made my lineup.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody playing. Now, if they hit for 30 points, hopefully that's that 20 stacks my cousin hit for. 1% play, nigga. That's all I need, nigga. I've been chasing that for the last 6-7 years since the nigga didn't hit that.
Oh, long time ago.
Good luck,
What
nigga.
you say?
Man, I ain't playing, man. I'm trying.
That's the goal.
If you ain't,
Billy.
And he was mad.
it don't matter, nigga. I take, nigga, if the Millie come, nigga. The 20, nigga.
I'll take a snub though.
I'll rock with it, bro. On my
Hey, you
way.
know what's crazy though? We just knocked out episode 10 though.
No,
That was that tension.
I thought we was at 9.
Nah,
I thought we
we
was
thought
at
we was at
11.
10 last week, but we was at 9. We had 10. It's week 9 and we had 10. Episode 10. Because we split them up, so I count the 2 as 1. You know what I mean? We episode
Hey,
10.
you're looking for riding with us though, bro.
Yeah.
To the faithfuls, bro. Real
Hey, and
talk,
since
bro.
it's the end of the year, we're gonna start giving y'all that for sure, at least like 15 minutes, whether it's one of us or 2 of us on that wires for that Monday night, Tuesday for that wire.
Oh, that'd be
It's
big.
getting the crunch time. Maybe every other week though.
For sure.
Every other week, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of some weeks. it's
Man, just give us some feedback of what you niggas want, man. Do you want the fucking wires, nigga, every fucking week, man? Monday nights, Tuesday nights, man? Let us know, man. Everything, man.
Hey.
Give us some feedback, bro.
Episode 10 though, man. We at y'all, man. Next week, man.
Right.
Good luck. Bad luck to y'all.
Fuck you.